Hey, it's LK, and today's video is something a little bit different. It's an idea I came up with where we are going to make the same house at two different price points. So I'm going to make a little cottage today, and one version, the first version, is going to be with a starter budget, so 20,000 simoleons. And then we're going to cape that house, but change out a few things to make it into the same house, but with a 50,000 simoleon budget. And then we're going to kind of see what the differences are. So yeah, what we're doing here is I'm just building this cute little cottage that I saw on, it was probably Pinterest, I think I just searched for cute cottage probably. And yeah, I saw this cute little cottage and I was like, it's very simple. It's super simple. There's not a lot to it, but it was really cute, and I knew that it would be versatile. It would be easy for me to make it to a starter, but then because it's so small, I could actually expand on the land around it, and I could easily hit that $50,000 mark very simply as well. So we're just right now I'm just building the shell of the house. Really what ends up changing is some of the furnishings, and then the more expensive house ends up having more like I think it actually has a TV, it has a laptop, and it has more landscaping. But basically, like, functionality-wise, nothing much changes. The kitchen doesn't change much at all. I mean, I changed out for the cheaper appliances, the ones that came with City Living. But the overall look of the house is very much the same. So it just depends on, what point of life your sim is at. So did you just create your sim? They're fresh out to create a sim and they don't have any money. You probably are going to want the $20,000 version. But I do have the nicer version available if your sim has the funds. It's all ready to go. And I like how this one turns out. It's cute. It's a little simple. It's not, I don't know, it's not my favorite, but it's pretty cute. I decided to go for the cottagecore look because cottagecore is so popular right now. Everybody wants to be a grandma. And I kind of dig it. I'm into it. And then I also decided to go with with another trend, which is pastels. I'm not really into pastel colors personally. I think it's cute. It's cute. I wouldn't want my whole house to be pastel, but yeah, I don't know. It was really cute in this setting. So I got to use some of the nifty knitting stuff, which is fun. I got to use a lot of eco lifestyle because everything is so cheap. So that's great when you're working on a budget. Because even $50,000 in the game, it's not a lot, but it's certainly more than 20,000. I keep saying dollars. It's simoleons, not dollars. Anyway, so I'm making everything kind of like whitewashed, very light, like the wooden walls. It's like a nice whitewash paint. It's really pretty. And, I used that rose flower wallpaper up in the bedroom. I never get to use that wallpaper, ever. And I love it. I also kind of hate it. But I mostly love it. I mostly love it. So I was very happy to get to use it in here. And we are just making the little kitchen dining area. There is a little room in the back, so in the starter house, that ends up being the room I'm working on right now. In the starter, it ends up being a little art studio. Now you're going to see that a lot of stuff changes throughout this build because I couldn't decide what to keep and what to take. And unfortunately, I have some footage that just completely went missing. So what you're going to see in the final screenshots and what's actually being shown in the video does change a little bit. But the basic idea is still the same. Like, you're seeing what all the wall colors looks like. The kitchen looks pretty much the exact same. You're seeing it mostly exactly how it is, but unfortunately I did lose some of that footage and I can't find it. It's gone. It's just gone. So that kind of sucks, but we're gonna keep pushing through, and hopefully this video makes sense with all that missing footage. I didn't want this build to go to waste because I think it's so cute. I did upload both versions onto the gallery. So if you want to download this house, if you want to download either version of this house, go to the gallery, search for my user ID, which is ShyGirl938. I say it every time. I wish I could change my name on the gallery. I wish I could change that username, but I can't. It would be so much simpler if I could just be LK Plays on the gallery, but I can't. So yeah, again, it's Shy Girl 938, and yeah, you'll find this build, you'll find a lot of other builds. I have a lot of builds on there from before I started making videos. I have lots of stuff that you can check out. So yeah, if you like my style, give it a search, and yeah, hopefully you'll like what you see. So we went with a lot of, I always say we, it's only me, it's just me. I don't have a team or anything, it's just me. Anyway, I went for a very like mint color scheme in here. I don't know, just mint and pinks. And then there's a little bit of yellow too. So yeah, the very pastel colors. And I'm trying to add some landscaping. So for the cheaper version of this house, the starter version, I switched out some of those plants for buy to bug ones since they're free. I don't always like to do that because it's a little cheaty. Sometimes I don't care, but especially if I'm doing like a starter home, I like to do it because I just can't stand when there's like not a tree or something on the lot. It just looks so empty. And that drives me insane because people can be just starting out but still have stuff. It just may not be like the most expensive stuff. It might just be like hand-me-downs or whatnot. But like typically you don't just have like your TV on a box and then you're sitting on a folding chair. Of course that probably happens, but I feel like in a lot of cases you have more stuff than that. So I don't know. Sometimes I don't mind using the buy to bug stuff just to get a little bit more sense of realism. Anyway, we're just adding in my favorite pathing from buy to bug. This is one thing I don't mind adding. This isn't cheaty at all. This is the only way to get that pathing, and I love the way it looks. It's so perfect in this cottage setting. So let's talk a little bit about cottagecore. So grandma chic, as I just named it. I'm sure other people have said that, but I don't know what I'm talking about, man. It's late and I just need to get this video done. So, cottagecore, it became big because of Animal Crossing, right? If you guys play Animal Crossing, that's awesome. So do I. I love it. I'm getting a little tired of it. I didn't jump on the bandwagon right away. I was a little later to it, but I do love Animal Crossing, and yeah, I have a pretty perfect island right now. It's pretty good. I don't think my island's very cottagecore, but I still appreciate it. I don't have the patience to make my island cottagecore. I don't want to terraform, thank you. Like, it takes too long. I get impatient. Anyway, if you don't like Animal Crossing, that don't worry. I'm gonna stop talking about it now. But yeah, if you do, so do I. That's cool. We have that in common. You should subscribe. That was not smooth at all. I am sorry. Okay, so we are adding in some lighting. Very important. This commentary sucks. I'm sorry. This is the worst one to date. If you're still watching, I love you. Is that too soon? Did I scare you? I probably did. Anyway, this is now the $50,000 budget one. Now, most of the stuff stays the same. Like, I couldn't keep the barbecue and the outdoor table on the cheaper version. There were things that were more important to have inside, but this is for the more expensive version. There, you got a little bit more outdoor seating, more places to entertain, lots of places to garden. So if your sim is really into gardening, or they are a florist, they have a green thumb, or they're just like a little bit of a hermit, this is a really good house for them. I don't know. I think it's really cute. I was gonna say I don't do this style a lot, but that's probably not true. I think I kind of do. The whole pastel thing was a little bit, it is not normally what I would go for, but it's cute. Yeah. Like I said, it's not a huge change between the two houses. It's really just more, you get a little bit more luxury. A few more things. You get a nicer bed. You get some more decorations. It looks a little bit more lived in. Personally, I think the house looks way better with more of a budget, but I also thought this is like such a great starter house lot. Like, you have to give up a few things, but this would be great for starting out a new with a new sim, it would be great. It might be hard to have kids in this house. The little bedroom downstairs could be a kid's room, and there's plenty of room for you to expand, but with as small as it is, it's going to be really hard for you to have a family in this house. So, oh yeah, I added those little decorative, like little sticky out bits on the top of the build there, and then I ended up hating it, so that went away really fast. Yeah, it was hard to take this from, like, it was hard to make it look good but also cheap. You know what I mean? Like, there was like no art to put on the walls. It just wasn't in the budget. But I mean, that's why wallpaper was handy, because you don't need art when your walls are already art. Right? Am I right? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Should I even post this video? I don't know, man. This is embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. Anyways, we are working on the bedroom upstairs. I do end up switching out the bed because I figured, hey, if you have more money, you're probably going to want a better bed to sleep in. That one was really cute, but it just wasn't really going to work. And I tested out a few different rugs, and I think that's the one I keep in the end. Correct me if I'm wrong. We'll find out in a moment. And I thought about getting rid of the wallpaper, but then I decided, you know what? No, the wallpaper on that wall, like, is kind of, that's the most important wall for it to be on, so it had to stay. And I really like the pink and the mint green together. I think they actually look really good. They're really good. And let's see what else here. Toilet paper roll, very, very important. And we're just adding some more hints of color. Added a couple little purple pieces here and there. And then at one point, I finally decided that this, like, if you have more money, you can now afford to have a pet. You can actually, like, afford to feed a second mouth. So I did make room in this house for a cat, which is perfect because this is built in Brindleton Bay. It's in one of those lots where there's absolutely, like, what is it? Hindquarter Hideaway? So it's on one of those lots that is kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's like surrounded by nothing. There's no driveway. I don't know how you get to the house. It's literally just a house in the middle of it's in a clearing with just a bunch of trees around it. It's a little weird. I don't really understand the decision to make those lots so strange. Like, I don't know how you get there. Like, getting your groceries to your front door, I don't know. I'm not gonna ask questions. It's The Sims, but I do expect, at least some realism. I don't understand. Anyways, we are adding in some more decor pieces, and I decided this person is a cat person. So a couple little, like, cat knickknacks, some cat treats, and a litter box, very important. And yeah, just making use of that red shelf that I love, OSMP red shelf. It's a lifesaver when decorating. That's how I got all the stuff on top of the fridge too. It's such a lifesaver. If you like to clutter your builds, you need the OSMP shelf. Anyway, we're heading into the end of the build shortly. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, and consider subscribing. That would be cool. I don't know why you would. I swear my other videos are better than this. Usually I'm not this tired and trying to record this bad, but I mean, I have to go away for a couple days, and I just don't have time to do it, and I wanted to have a video release, so just please, I hope that you guys aren't mad at me. Anyways, we're heading into the screenshots. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye!